to this music.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara.
They run idea, home, bro.
It's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, Carr. That's caught by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running behind center with Kamara. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
That's complete to Kamara. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Carr now on 1st and 10. Kamara's got it. It's inside the 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force
That run idea, home, bro.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Blitz coming, Carr. Rolling out to his left. To the edge of the end zone. Oh,
Should have been a pick.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Carr here from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's in.
That's the worst fucking angle.
The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. He rolls to his right. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
What's up with the camera?
Play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground.
Get loose, did you hear me? Get loose.
Inside the 30. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. Brought down back at the 27.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. Carr to the air now. This is reeled in by Kamara. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Carr with it on first. Jump off caught by his back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Carr off the play fake. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Pressure coming for Carr. He's on the move.
What? He don't knock that down. That's fucking crazy.
Down around the 34. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints hoping to break this tie before the half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Kamara. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr.
That's another fucking pick, bro.
It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to the air, Carr. He's got it.
Fuck, I missed, bro.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson.
Oh my God, what a fucking dot. What a fucking dot.
Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Scoring under 14 seconds is crazy
They
work.
didn't care who knew about it, Bronk, and it turns out, hey,
We didn't even have the ball a whole 30 seconds yet.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring
Crazy
for
work.
defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one
Crazy
right
work.
down the middle. And the
I ain't
Ravens
had the ball
tie
30
things up at
seconds, bro.
14.
14 of them die out.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning
I really
of our
like that.
second half.
Chat. I really like it.
And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fuck, that was my
Back to
damn
the line
block.
they go. It's second down. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts. But throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Now Jackson on third down.
Yeah.
He has the first over the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage
Oh.
before they finally take him down. Working quickly here. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And they bring him down at the
We got a
7-yard
truck, don't
line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Jackson. Buying some time right.
Yep.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown.
Sweet.
The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a run with Kamara. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
All right, Chet. Let's see what we got.
Play running back in
Get this stop.
league, well, you've got to
Get
have
the up out of
tremendous
here.
vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it.
Nothing. The run guy ain't
He
dead at
won't
home.
get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr.
My God, bro. Look at that bullshit.
Racing down the left
He
side.
read that shit and bumped
Breaks
them out
into
the way.
enemy
Come on.
territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down from the red zone. Kamara's got it.
Bullshit. Ain't let us get that shit. That's
We'll see them
crazy.
tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Like, they stopped my man from going on the route. That's crazy.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. This is Kamara. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Just not
That's
quite
fucking
enough
crazy.
to
They
break the
stopped me
play,
from-
and now it's 3rd and goal
Oh.
at the 1.
Well, now things
Yeah,
get
they
a
just
little
can't help they
dicey for
fucking
this
self.
offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you now?
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints now trail by just a point in the 4th. Derek Carr with the touchdown.
They stopped me from fucking running, so I wouldn't pick the fucking ball.
All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down. If that sneak had
Oh, I
worked,
dare you to
it's
go for
great.
this shit.
Well, by
I
they,
dare you to
mean
go
the
for
guys
this
in the booth
shit.
on the sideline, sure, but the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Headed out right. He's running with it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw.
He don't make that pass, bro. Come.
Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that.
Fuck, he don't make that play. Let his bitch ass catch up and knock the ball.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left.
Yep.
He's got it inside the 25. It's a
fucking God.
touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And
Yeah, can we play some defense this time?
Yeah, no doubt.
Read the fucking play, then they still gonna hold me like that. Like, that's crazy.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff.
Stop my man from running.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Carr here from the gun. That throw behind his intended target.
That's such a pick. Good job, man. That's such a
really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, Carr.
That's another
That
one.
one is incomplete. Couldn't hang
We
on
on this
to the
head.
contact.
We on this head,
Steadily
Chad.
keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
I know.
Looking to throw.
Oh, God.
That's caught for the first.
Fuck.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big
Fuck that
gain
shit,
and
get
a
him.
new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing.
Fucking
Look at
bitch.
the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Carr now on 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Kamara. They'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right.
Big.
Folks, it's intercepted. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. From the gun, a run for Henry.
Get loose, Henry. Get loose, Henry. Get loose. Get loose.
40.
Get loose, Henry.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Nah, I mean, shit.
The Ravens go up by
99 on his head. Get him up out of here, man. Get him up out of here. Shit, I'll be back on tomorrow. What's up?